What's up, guys? This is Dr. Payne.
And this is Amike.
Once again, we have yet another match from the Paradigm Gaming Tournament from April 13th this year. This one is actually the winner's bracket finals. And this is between Blue and you guys are going to see Kurad.
Now, Kurad, so far from his previous matches, which we weren't able to record, he seems to favor sword characters like Roy here.
So, yeah, we're definitely going to see some sword action here. Mr. Game & Watch. Now, is that an interesting pick or what?
Yeah, I'd say so. Definitely don't see that many Game & Watches in the tournament scene.
I think he's sorely underappreciated.
I agree.
He may not have the best recovery, but he has some of the most powerful ground moves. I would say potentially in the game.
Even his air moves, actually. His air moves have a lot of kill power behind it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But like the biggest things that really stick out for me and with Game & Watch are definitely the tilt. The forward tilt is so good.
Oh yeah.
And I'm always a pretty big fan of good forward tilts.
Forward tilt has a slight delay, but yeah, definitely strong. Down tilt, just as good too. Definitely another killing.
Oh yeah. Alright, so they're all Xing out stages, and they're gonna, they're picking for their first match. It's gonna be Pokemon Stadium 2.
There we go. Here we go, guys.
Alright, so right off the bat, you can see they're both, fairly aggressive, and they're both, I should point out, these guys are both very skilled players. Make no mistake about that.
Well, this is winter final after all, you know?
You don't just get there by luck. But, wow, look at that. Just early death for Blue.
That was a perfect placement for a forward smash.
Yeah, so Kurad is definitely in a strong lead right now. He's only at 23 damage. And as it stands, I mean, he's already taken a stock off of Game & Watch. Do you think this is a bad matchup for him? For Game & Watch?
It's kind of hard to say. Like, okay, we've seen this video footage, guys. Normally, if I was just gonna see these two go at it, I would vote for Roy. I would think Roy would win the matchup. Here, well, the way how Blue plays, he shows...
He's already reset it, basically. The difference between their damages right now is pretty minuscule.
It's one hit.
Yeah, exactly. And there it is.
There
right
we
there.
go, one hit.
But yeah, like, as it stands, I mean, these guys are he tied that up very quickly. And I don't really know, like, what Kurad was feeling at the time, but, like, he was at a low percentage when he killed Game & Watch's first stock.
That's true.
So, that can't feel great.
Well, I imagine another thing is, not many people play, well, I think, not many people play Game & Watch.
Yeah, I would agree to that. I feel like people still like to stick with who they know is, going to be safe. Namely, that means, like, Fox, Falco, people like that, Marth. And so, picking someone like Game & Watch, who historically has never been great.
Well, he was actually pretty good in Brawl. He was a pretty good character in Brawl.
Pretty good, right, but, I mean, you also have to compare him to, like, some of the other, like, big players in Brawl, like Snake and Meta Knight.
That's true. Well, that's just Meta Knight
and
Snake. They have their own tier.
Exactly.
They're that good.
But point being, I mean, I don't think a lot of people are too comfortable just going right in and picking Game & Watch. So I think that takes a little bit of courage and, a lot of daring.
Well, I think that if someone picks Game & Watch, they know what they're doing with Game & Watch.
Yeah, absolutely. And as we can see, Blue knows what he's doing with Game & Watch.
Oh, yeah. It's kind of tied up right now, but Game & Watch, as you saw, he hits hard, guys. Could tie it up in just a couple of hits.
And you guys probably already saw, but that last stock, Game & Watch used his neutral air, the parachute. And I can't tell you the number of times that has gotten me. Like, in all of the times I've just played.
Oh!
And that's a good up smash.
That up smash hits so hard. It hits almost as hard as Fox's. It might hit harder than Fox's. I mean, just a little slower.
Yeah, it's slower, so I think a lot of people don't fear it as much, but it definitely is strong. It's a very strong move.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, Kurad just reset it again, so there's been quite a few resets in this game.
It's neck and neck, actually. They're both doing a really good job, and they're both taking their times, waiting each other out.
I think one of the big names of the game right now is there's lots of spacing going on.
Yep.
And both of them are trying their hardest just to make sure that they're just out of range of the other.
Ooh.
And that looked like it was a pretty poor move.
Yeah, that was... He tried to do counter. He wasn't there. Oh.
And the first game goes to Blue.
So good match, showing a little bit of Game & Watch, someone we don't normally see in tournament play.
Yeah, like when we get to see like a showcase like this of things you can do with Game & Watch when you actually, learn what to do with him, he can be a very scary character.
Oh, and here Kurad is choosing King DDD. That's a little bit out of the norm, I think.
Yeah, and I definitely thought I was the only one who would be picking him. Anyway, they're crossing out stages. I don't know exactly what they're going for yet, but...
And they're going back, and... Oh, there we go.
Yeah, well, that makes a little more sense.
There we go.
Most people don't like big fat penguins with hammers.
Really?
Yeah, I'm an exception to the rule.
They're very cuddly.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Very cuddly.
So are jet-powered hammers. They're pretty cuddly.
What?
Jet-powered hammers.
I don't think they're cuddly.
They're pretty cuddly.
Yeah? Okay.
Alright, well, back to Final Destination we go. Again, we got Game & Watch and Marth, and I think things do change somewhat when you replace Roy with Marth. The spacing becomes much different.
That's true.
And to an extent, I think that actually does change it, so that if there was an edge that was going to Game & Watch in our previous game, I do think that this does sort of give it to Marth.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think everyone knows about the difference between Marth and Roy. Marth, you want to hit with the tip of the blade. That's how you maximize damage. Roy, you want to hit with the mid?
Body of it,
yeah, the body of the blade. Maximize damage.
But yeah, because of the difference in spacing, and because Game & Watch's actual range isn't particularly great, having the advantage when being slightly out of range of him makes Marth a very strong choice, I think.
That's true, yeah.
In any case, though, that doesn't mean that, there's any inherent advantage, because as you can see, Game & Watch actually has less damage right now.
Yep. Well, I would think changing between Marth and Roy, you'd still have the same problems fighting Game & Watch.
Absolutely. Marth and Roy are two different characters, but they're not that different.
That's true.
They still rely ultimately on the same things, which basically comes down to just being aggressive and just getting in there. But, of course, spacing is still one of their number one.
Ooh, good forward smash from Kurad.
Oh, yeah, indeed, that was a really good one.
Oh!
That was a really interesting one. I don't know if this was just because Kurad didn't see that he didn't use the second jump, or if he didn't know that Game & Watch could do it out of his up B. But he did get back to the platform with a normal jump coming out of his up B.
Yeah, that's true. So Blue, he definitely saved his second jump. He just used up B to get back, and when he was right there, able to make it back.
And that was a good down tilt. I mean, pretty much every down tilt's a good down tilt.
Oh, and killed with an up tilt. There we go.
Yeah, good tilts are always a good thing to have. That's one of the things I really like. And then, yeah, that's an example. That's a really good tilt.
And here we go. Blue, he was doing this in the last match too. He's using Game & Watch's neutral B, the pancake? What is it? Bacon?
I think it's just called cook.
Chef. No, chef. Yeah, chef. That's right.
But yeah, like the idea is with that is you want to get in close, but you want to make it hard for them to actually get in there while you're trying to get in there.
Yeah.
And so if you have just random debris in the air around you while you're trying to get in there, it makes your opponent's life a lot more miserable.
I think what really helps also is the arc that the food flies in.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That makes it, I'm not going to say similar to Mario's Fireball, because I feel Fireball's still better. But they do different things. Like this one just puts things in the way.
That's true. Well, another thing that helps when Game & Watch does chef is the frying pan. If the opponent touches the frying pan, they could get hurt from it. So it kind of protects them in the front. A little bit, but yeah.
So anyway, yeah, Game & Watch just took yet another life from Kurad, and that was interesting. An up air out of his up B while he was landing popped him back up. But yeah, we're down to Marth's last stop. He's at risk of being 3-0.
Well, I feel like it's not going to happen. I think he's going to get a second kill off Game & Watch.
Yeah, most likely.
It's Marth. I mean, one good forward smash is all it takes.
Though, let it be known, it's been said once, and I'll say it again.
There we go.
Marth has trouble killing if it's between 75 and 150. Like, Game & Watch died at 150 something there. But like, if Marth doesn't get you, like by the time you hit like 75 damage, it's gonna be a lot harder for him to combo you with a kill.
Yep, and that's the kill. Game goes to Blue.
Yeah,
Blue did a really good job.
yeah, I mean, that was a really good game. These are two very skilled players. This was winners finals for the winners bracket. But yeah, we've got some more videos coming up, so stay tuned.